Hello, I'm District Judge Rebecca Worth. I sit at Leicester in the County and Family Courts, and I'm also assigned to the First Tier Tribunal General Regulatory Chamber as a judge and sit there for 4 weeks a year. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but eventually through quite a tortuous route I ended up being a solicitor, and then from there I joined the Crown Prosecution Service, transferred up to HMCTS in Leicester as a legal advisor. I then became a registrar for the tribunals, and from there I got my judicial appointment. Well, as a child I chopped and changed about what I might want to do. I had several different ideas over my childhood and teen years, but mid-teens I'd focused on wanting to be a police officer. And before being able to apply to the Met, because I was in London, at age 18, I needed to do something for 2 years. And I started a legal secretarial course. Now, the course didn't really suit me, as it were, but there were two very big takeaways from it. First of all, I learnt to touch type, and that is such a useful skill to have in life. And secondly, because we were doing a GCSE in law alongside the secretarial stuff, I realised just how much I enjoyed learning about law. And from there I decided that I did want to go into the law and probably be in one of the professions. So I'm a district judge in my main role. The tribunal role is slightly different, but it's quite similar in that it's sort of the first tier of judiciary. So as a district judge, I deal with all sorts of different civil claims and family claims. It's quite similar to what you might expect in a very traditional high street solicitor's firm. People come in with various different complaints, and then you have to do something with them in order to get them through to a resolution, either by them finally agreeing something or by a judge making a decision. Court sitting day is 10 AM to 1 PM and then 2 PM to 4 PM, and that's when matters are actually listed to be heard. They have different listing slots. Sometimes you have several matters listed to start at the same time, but it means that you can just sort of do them in the order that makes most sense with who's turned up and so forth. As well as doing that sort of sitting day, there's a lot of work that has to be done around that. For example, you have to prepare at some point. You have to know what you're going to be dealing with. You might have to draw up orders afterwards to actually draft them or approve orders that someone else has been drafted. There's also box work, so that's just sort of casework to make decisions on papers or electronically. And then staff come up with queries as well. So it's quite a busy day, and it certainly does not start at 10 and finish at 4. You have to start earlier and you often finish later. Judicial diversity is important because it's important that people making decisions about matters in law reflect the society in which those decisions are actually going to be lived out. In Leicester, I think we have a bench which does quite nicely reflect the local diverse community that we have. You're going to always need to have more people coming in from those diverse backgrounds in order to have people who can then be judges and who are willing to be judges and who have the skills and the training and the academic knowledge to be judges. So therefore what needs to happen, in my view, is that there needs to be constant encouragement of people from all backgrounds to think about studying law, to think about going into one of the professions, and then to acting in those professions, and then, if it suits them, to being a judge as well.